Everyone says their childhood was full of freedom, but within those 56 acres of Hazelwood Ski World, we could do anything.
There's Rob trolling the middle of the wake.
School holidays is 6 weeks. So pretty much every single day we would wake up and it's a 1 minute bike ride from where I am, past a couple bands and a couple skiers that I would always just like wake up on the way to the main lake.
And here we have the kiddies.
And me and Sophie would literally just ski all day. I would play around envisioning being a pro jumper and like doing these massive jumps on the wakes and spreading my skis into the V. Do as many spins as we could on trick skis. I mean, we used to kneeboard it. There was kids building ramps and doing literally anything on earth within this place that is Hazelwood Ski World. And I think for me, that's why my home is so special, is because I know how big of a part it played into other people's memories. My first Europeans that I went to, I had no clue. I was still an under 12, and I remember showing up and I came 4th in slalom, 4th in jump, and 3rd in overall. And I was like, oh, I'm not bad. That's pretty good. Before that, I was literally a fat kid playing around at a lake. I just skied. I literally just wanted as much time in or on or around water as possible. That's all I cared about. Those 6 weeks of summer were just the best time of my life. I think I had such a special upbringing that's like, there's so many reasons why, but I'm trying to do as much as I can to give that to as many people as I can. In 2019, get to Chile and my life was changed. I got 1 at 41, which again was a good score for me. I think then I got 2 and I was skiing it and I was like, oh, this is getting somewhere. Record, tide wheel Asher, through the roof, jump 200, trick 10 grand for the first time. I'm like, this is it, this is the year. I'm like, right, I'm gonna run it. And I go 1, 2, like meh, but I've got this confidence I'm gonna run it and just jump on it at 3 and just everything blows up. Arm through the handle. I remember then looking at my arm and there was like this massive like blue hematoma, I guess, that had come out straight away. And I just remember screaming at the top of my lungs. I had everything that year, that was gonna be it. And it all stopped, you know, literally in that second. I go in, they're like, you've torn your bicep, sweet. Ultrasound, x-rays, so swollen they could barely see anything. The muscle had torn, split down the middle. A simple 2-hour surgery turns into a 4-hour surgery. We go to this appointment and the guy's like, you know, let's look at how dead this muscle is. You can see that it's already dying. It's had too long without oxygen. So you're gonna be able to get to 30 degrees with your arm. You're probably gonna have no rotational strength. You're gonna have no pull strength. I'm like nearly in tears over here. And I had this physio that literally, without him, I wouldn't have an arm. I wouldn't have an arm that straightens. He was like, no, ignore that. Your surgeon back home said it's good. I believe in us. In the gym in 8 weeks, skiing in 11 weeks, and had them 1 month to get ready for under 21 Worlds, where I got 5.5 at 39 in the first round and was top seed going into finals. Going into Swiss, I'm second off the dock, which at Swiss, it's all ranking, so I was second off the dock after Mario Mustafa.
And here is 41 off for Rob Hazelwood. He gets round buoy number 1. He turns 2, look at this, he's still there. He's on top of buoy number 3. Does he make a play on 4?
And I get through at 41. And I'm like, I've never been more excited in my entire life.
Goes for the big 2. It's going to be 3.
I go get 3 again.
Solid score. He's pumped. Yeah. Look at it. 3 at 41.
Yeah,
that was the, without doubt, best moment of my life. That day at Swiss. That's why I always have good memories at Swiss.
Feels good, eh?
Man, it feels so good. Whole last year before, I was great. I got into finals, but I just sucked in finals, like so bad. It's good to be up there with the big boys, and yeah, just in such a better place this year than last year.
I didn't have imposter syndrome. I didn't belong there. I was this kid that just rocked along. I was just claiming it. And I show up to Lake 38.
Here we go. This is Rob Hazelwood.
Finals, go and get a 3 again, which I was pumped with.
So we've got to get down this pass, and that was a great start, but a little rope out of
Slow off
one.
1.
Oh,
Little ropey off 2. Round number 3.
Oh, goodness,
and
it almost looks
guess
just like
what? He
Tom.
gets 3.
But I mean, Freddie Winter's there, Cole's there.
McCormick is our next skier and the Masters champion.
And I'm sat, have my gloves on because I've torn a massive callus like a couple days before. And I'm like, okay, don't take your gloves, you have to retape. Keep them on. Cole's going to get 3 at least, and you're going to go again. And I don't watch, and all of a sudden, I think it was John. And just like, everyone kind of hits the roof under that little dock. And that was the moment that I won my first pro event. I'm pretty sure she had a tear or two, like his eyes get all misty. I've never been emotional in water skiing. I was emotional.
His first ever professional victory, Rob Hazelwood.
Had these 3-4 years have just been literally life-changing. There's a lot of people in Florida that do it as a job. I also want to do it as a job, but I also don't want it to feel like a job. Last year especially, I just leaned into who I was. Not who I want to be, I leaned into who I was, and that was me in the happiest moment of my life that I'd worked for. There was no anger, there was no aggression, there's no I proved you wrong. I was literally doing it because I have loved this thing. I sometimes hold myself back. I go, oh, it's a serious room, let's be serious people. I want to bounce around Swiss start dog. If I go win a pro event, I want you to see me shaking stuff up. The last goal that I have that would make 10-year-old Rob just is run 41. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay fit, stay strong, and just be able to, at every moment of this year, be able to whack my ski on and just enjoy 39.